We that front seven rush, front seven rush. Yeah, we that front seven rush, 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 front seven rush. What's front seven rush, front seven rush? Go get it. Front seven rush, 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 front seven rush. It's time to make these players recognize this our season, y'all. When they cross the line, off the top they hitting brick walls. We've been playing hard this whole game, but we bout to rush. Now it should be about that time the second guess the beating us. Front seven, that's a fact, and we ain't giving you slack. Beating on my chest after knocking down your quarterback. You ain't know, you're playing with some real defenders. Form tight, stance right, organized killers. All defense all the time, we don't finish last. When it's said and done, you'll hear it on the podcast. Front seven rush, they'll have a lot to say. It was fun, but we got more games to play.
Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm your man, Vince Ingram. Got my superstar producer, big time, Bijan Kelly.
Yippity yeehaw, man.
What's up, buddy?
I'm good.
How you doing, man?
Man.
How you doing?
Oh, I this weekend, first time. So you know I got the motorcycle recently.
Right.
I put someone on the back of it.
Somebody got on the back of that with you,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah, and we had a nice hour-long ride. Yeah, man, I'm getting so much better at it.
Right. You think you ready to have somebody on the back?
I did, yeah, twice.
I mean, was you holding the gun to their head or
No,
they did it volunteer?
Yeah, it was voluntarily. I asked them, and yeah, I mean, I've just gotten better. I ride every day, and so yeah, they were cool. They liked it.
Okay. Okay.
It was
All
cool.
right. Well, just like I said, man, just be cautious. Watch everything else going on around you, man. Cause that's what you got to do is watch everything going on around you.
Oh yeah, these cars don't care. They pull up so close to motorcycles, and
Yeah.
they'll cut you off in an instant.
And the thing about it is, man, they don't do it on purpose. They can't see you. And if they're not that good of a driver, which most are not, um, I mean, they'll just really run you off the road, man. And I've seen them. I've seen, like I said, driving trucks, man. I've seen them run motorcycles pretty much off the road and just keep going. And I'm watching the whole thing go on, and the person that's in the car, they don't even know they're doing it. They don't even know they're doing it because you'll hit the horn on the bike, but they can't hear. If they got the radio up or they in their own world or they listen to something on their headphones, they can't hear your horn, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
the
and
horn
and
the horn is a nice little high pitched squeak squeak beep beep
yeah, I
beep beep.
mean, so even if you had a bigger horn, it's still hard to hear when you in your car. You got the radio up, stuff like that. So you have to always look ahead, man, when you're on the bike and anticipate them doing the wrong. Always give them enough room to screw up. Always anticipate they gonna do something stupid. You got to, man. You have to. You have to.
Girls like bikes for real. Yeah, no, I keep my distance and I speed. I speed past them when I'm gonna like overtake them. I make sure I'm not
Mhm.
hanging around the side of them and stuff. So
Right. Stuff
I'm
like that.
getting all my you know I'm getting all my tips and stuff out there. Like I listen. I listen.
Yeah.
So
That's good, man. That's good. The lovely, how you doing, Bodine? What's up, cuz? Hey, Bodine, we got to get you on the show, man. So get yourself ready, man, in the next couple of weeks or so, huh, BJ? Let's try to get
yeah,
Bodine
yeah.
on in the mix,
Come
man.
on, hop on whenever you want.
You know, that's my sister KB. I'm glad to see you back, man. You been MIA. She been working though, working a lot, man. She been letting it be known. Herb, what's up, man?
Working on the
My boy
railroad
Herb.
all the live long
Yeah,
day.
she's been working, man. She's been working. Um, yeah. So yeah, just be careful, man. Just please be careful.
Literally.
I was looking at something on uh, uh, looking at a video, and it was a kid trying to learn how to drive, and he was talking about how he rather drive with his dad, learn how to drive. Well, actually, it was a daughter. She rather drive with her dad because the mom is just so, she's driving with the mom and the dad, but the mom, was getting a little bit more nervous and
Hmm.
less
She's
patient,
not. She ain't comfortable with the mom.
I guess,
That
man.
I
But
those are those drivers. Those are
yeah,
those drivers where like even a kid, it's just like oh no. The way you react to traffic, the way you stomp on your brakes, the way you this, the way you that, is like, nah, daddy just smooth with it, and
yeah.
he's not honking, beep, beep, get out the way, mother, he ain't.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where you got to be, man. Especially when you call yourself trying to teach somebody. I don't know if anybody is is about to teach, a youngster how to drive, or a child, a grandchild, or a niece or nephew or something like that. But you got to be patient when you're trying to teach somebody how to drive. You can't be out nervous because that's just gonna make them nervous and make them want to, just get out behind the wheel. So you really got to be pretty
Yeah,
laid back when you're doing that. But I thought it was a funny little, they made it funny. And
it's a little hard to especially now that right there, it's a little hard. I'm sure you taught your son how to drive. Well, I'm
yeah,
sure it was. there's a lot of moments where not necessarily that you had to bite your tongue, but where you had to not, like come off like, hey, man, because I mean, you know how it is in the passenger seat when someone is in the driver's seat and they and there's
Well,
and
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Not to cut you off, but my son, when he was learning how to drive, I was telling him ahead of time. Like we would be, it may be two or three cars up, and I may say, see how that car, that third car up there on the left, see how they drive, and you gotta watch that. So he would all I wouldn't tell him when it's about to happen, if I because I'm looking. I'm my head on the swivel. I'm not really paying attention to him. I'm paying attention to the people on the road.
oh, okay,
So
okay,
when I see
okay,
stuff going on the road, I relay it to him. This
yeah,
car look like they finna come over, man. Watch
well,
out.
dang,
And then I may tell him, to go ahead and pass them because they swerving a little too much.
well, dang, yeah, you did
Yeah.
it the right way. Most, because what I'm talking about is what most people do, and they pay attention to the driver. Hey,
Yeah.
turn your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brake, like.
And that's the thing, man. It's not so much paying attention to the driver. You just get them aware of what's going on around them. Pay attention to that and learn how to use the mirror. So many people, man, so many people, and I see grown people doing it right now. They don't know how to use their mirrors. So when they trying to get over or something like that, they
Oh,
looking back, man.
ugh.
And bro, let me tell you something. In Houston, you know, you can't look back in Houston.
Mm,
Because by
mm,
the time you look back and you turn around, man, you in somebody's back seat. So you have to
mhm.
learn how to use your mirrors, and you have
Happens
to.
fast.
So and most of them don't know, and because the people that's teaching them don't know how to use their mirrors. So that's very important. That's really 101, man. Learn how to use those mirrors. Learn how to, and if you on your blind side and you can't see, little things like you got to sit up a little
Hmm.
bit, look,
Yep.
pull yourself up so you can really see your blind side versus just glancing in your mirror, thinking nothing there, and then it's a smaller car there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because not everybody, especially if they're not in a truck, they're not gonna have that secondary mirror where you can actually see in your blind side. They're just gonna
Mm-mm.
have like the standard, just normal side view mirror. Which I tell people, I'm like, I think you should just, if you don't have it, just buy that little round mirror and just stick it on your side view mirror because that
I
thing
mean,
helps so much.
it does, but you don't even have to do that. You just got to sit up. You can't just be leaning back in your seat looking at it because you can't really
Yeah.
see everything. If you sit
Yeah.
up, pull yourself up and actually sit up, then you can see exactly what's right beside you. But it's little stuff like that, man, that a lot of people don't know. But I really grill that in my son's head. Man, watch this. Watch. You got to keep looking. I mean, those mirrors are constant. You got to watch those mirrors constantly. You know what I mean?
Constantly.
And always look way ahead of where you're going. You never look right in directly in front of you. You look way ahead so you can see what's going on. And something else I see a lot of people doing that, a lot of people not doing this when they should be. Whenever you see brake lights in front of you, I don't care if it's two cars up, one car up, or if it's 20 cars up, and you see brake lights. Whenever you see brake lights, you need to hit your brakes. You need to. I ain't saying stop completely, but you need to start slowing down because you don't know what they got going on up there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And a lot of
That's
people,
a good note.
I be with people, man. Them brake lights be going off, and they just, I've seen people just rolling, man. I'll be like,
And they don't
damn,
stop to the last second.
yeah, man. I'll be like, man, let me out of here. Cause I see the
Yeah.
brake lights and I'm like,
Hmm.
something going on. They ain't hitting their brakes for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You feel me? Whether it be something in the
And
road,
and on
slow down.
Houston, Houston highways will have like those, kind of those slopes. So
Mhm.
you'll see maybe the brake lights, and you see them kind of disappearing, like, and you come over there and don't brake, you'll come
Man,
right into somebody.
you will, man. You will. KB says she in Nebraska. She
Come
down
hit
there working,
somebody.
man. Uh, but would you teach them in the new car or not? Nah, come on, man. You know I ain't teaching nobody to drive my new car.
New car.
You know better than that. The love to
Hopefully
say, I
not.
definitely make my kids nervous when I'm in the car with them, and they make me nervous too. Yeah.
Vince's tactic, which is very, very good, is not to focus on the driver, but to focus on the road and get the driver to
Focus on the
focus on the
not
road.
just the people around you. That's what you focus on when you're driving. You don't focus on or when you're teaching someone to drive. You know what I mean? You get them used to paying attention to what's going on around them. Look who's braking. You know what I mean? Look how the car in the next two lanes in ahead of you, how they swerving. You have to watch that so you can anticipate, and give yourself plenty of room to screw up. The rule is that you should see the next person in front of you. You should see their back tires on the ground. That's the rule, right? But it don't hurt to even back off a little bit more.
Yep.
That way, if somebody
Their
mess up in
license
front of
plate, the
you,
back tires.
no, the back tires on the ground, not the license plate. You should be able to see their full back tire wheels on the ground.
It, it
If you
depends
can't,
how fast you're going and what type of road you're on. But for the most part, you're going over 30. Yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree. I'll agree.
man, you ain't.
I'll
It don't.
agree.
That don't depend on shit. You see,
I'll
you can't
agree.
see they back tire. You too close to them, man. And if they stop, you ain't gonna have time. Even if you going 30, man, you gonna end up in
Well,
a.
if you can see, I guess it depends on the type of car, because you could see their license plate and not see their back tires on the ground. Yeah,
BJ, I've been doing it for a living, man, for
yeah. I
20
mean,
plus
yeah.
years, boy. How many
But
wrecks
see,
you
in a
had in your
truck,
life?
huh?
How many wrecks have you had accidents have you been in?
Mm, maybe, and not all of my fault, but
Right. No, yeah.
maybe
Just
maybe 3 or 4.
you've been in 3 or 4 accidents and you 26?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm double your age, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't been in not one accident that's my fault. I've been in only one period, and a guy ran to the back of
How many were my fault? One.
me.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: when you say your fault, how many of them did you actually hit?
Um. Well, no. Sometimes I was just in the car. I wasn't driving.
Yeah, no, you driving.
Yeah. Well, with me driving, I hit. I hit the back of somebody coming off an exit ramp, and then all the traffic on the exit ramp stopped, and
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't paying attention until boom.
Right. That's
Yeah.
the only one.
That. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, at least you know you weren't paying attention.
Yeah, because that's not something you expect right there. You don't expect the traffic to stop on the exit ramp.
I
No.
do.
I mean, yeah.
I do. I expect them to be stopped. I expect it. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta anticipate the unexpected, man. And really on that bike. And we're gonna shut it down with that. And really on that bike, you gotta anticipate the unexpected. You can't be riding it, come around a curve and you wide open, and next thing you know, the traffic doesn't stop and you can't stop. And then all hell
Gee,
gonna break loose. You're gonna be a
that would
stunt man.
be that would be crazy. I
That would be
um
crazy.
I got a pet peeve.
Okay.
People that speed up to either people who speed up to slow down, like to go to a stoplight, or people who speed up to try to hit their exit. Those are my pet
People
peeves.
that speed up to hit their exit.
You either speed up because okay, you're in the wrong lane and trying to get to your exit, and there's maybe some cars, so they speed up, which that's my pet peeve, or they speed up headed towards a stoplight.
Okay. So what you think they should slow down?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
there's no point. I mean, that's a guaranteed way of missing your exit, trying to get around and overtake some cars when you're already close to it. You might as well slow down and
Right.
actually make it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. I
All right,
got you.
and and then like the whole like speeding up to like the stoplight, that just makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Got you. Got you. I got you, man.
Just throwing
So
out pet peeves, and I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about when
yeah,
I'm
for
in a
sure.
passenger seat, and I'm just like, what you doing,
Yeah, 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 yeah. You be passenger driving, huh? So
man?
moral of this story is everybody just be careful, when you're on that road and when you're driving, because it can be hectic out there. Hey, real quick, you don't know who Tyreek Hill is, or do you?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill is a receiver, wide receiver.
He's a receiver, right? So Herb, Bodine, KV, the lovely Tyreek Hill signed a contract with the Miami Dolphins. He's in Miami now.
My
A
team.
hundred. And yeah, that's your squad. He signed his contract for 120 million, man, 4 years. He's the highest paid receiver ever.
Dang.
$53 million guaranteed. So
So that's
congratulations to
two.
Tyreek Hill
Yeah,
and his
congratulations.
family. Yeah, yeah.
And congratulations to Kyler.
Kyler signed his deal. I think Kyler got $230 million or something. He got
Yeah,
a big deal
I
also.
think he's the highest paid of all time, right?
Kyler may be, man.
So we got two record-setting contracts right there, Tyreek and Kyler.
Kyler got a big deal, man. I think he got 160 million guaranteed, something like that.
That
He
sounds
got
like
he
Tyreek's whole contract.
he got more guaranteed than Tyreek got his whole contract.
That is a ridiculous contract.
Yeah,
And
160.
Tyreek set the record for wide receivers or receivers. So that's wild.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
Quarterbacks are
I mean, the
they're
quarterback
yeah.
quarterback is the. I mean, you have to have a good quarterback. Receivers are a dime a dozen, but quarterbacks, you yeah, you have to have that.
Do we know the record for let's say let's throw out linebacker. You know the
No,
record for
I don't
linebacker?
know any. I don't know any records. You
Oh,
talking about as far as who got the most?
yeah, the most that's been
I
on the
I, I
defensive
think
side.
um my boy used to be for the Bears. Um,
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. I think Khalil Mack has gotten the highest paid linebacker contract, I believe.
He signed a 6-year, $141 million contract with the Bears. That sounds pretty high.
Yeah, I don't think nobody else has gotten one that big as far as a linebacker. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty slick on that.
That's along the lines of Tyreek's contract.
Hmm.
It's about the same.
I think Tyree got more guarantee money, which is what they go for. But congratulations, man. Congratulations, T Hill. You down there in Miami. He's not with Patrick Holmes anymore. He's with Tua. So we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah,
We're gonna see
yeah.
what happens. Um,
Hey, it sounds like I know a little something about some football.
you do, man. You do. I'm impressed, bro. I'm very impressed. KV say, so you taught him to be an offensive driver, to take action prior to something happening. Of course, everybody, that's the way everybody should drive. Always anticipate the unexpected, man. Always, you know, I taught my son, don't even ride next to somebody if you can help it. Always get away from them. Always. Either slow down or pass them.
um, well, as a kind of joke, I guess, are defensive drivers alive? I don't think defensive drivers live long.
They probably don't, man. I, but a lot of people, you would be amazed, BJ, how many people don't really that have driver license can't drive, man. You would probably really be amazed. I see a lot of stuff out there on that road every day. Some of the stuff that go on, man, it's amazing to see, especially in that truck, man. It's just no respect, and you can't hardly walk away from some of these accidents, and people just act like they're in just such a hurry, man. That's That's gonna be the death of a lot of people.
Do you get cut off by a lot of little cars like Mustangs and stuff like that?
Um, I don't necessarily get cut off a lot because, like I said, I give the person in front of me a lot of room. So
Hmm.
if you drive and you get in front of me, you got a lot of room to get in front of me anyway.
Right, right, right,
My
right.
problem, my biggest problem here in Houston driving the truck is, people not wanting to let you over when you're trying to get over. People not wanting to let you get out when you're trying to get out. I mean, they'll just keep coming, man. And just,
Hmm.
when they can just stop, let you pull out, it takes half of a second
That's it.
and
That's
go
it.
about your business. But you'd be
No,
amazed, man. People they'll just be going and going, then they'll just line up in front of you like you ain't
yeah.
waiting to get out.
This is like if there's a red light and I'm in this parking lot,
Yeah.
leave me some space. Just you should leave space anyway.
Yeah, just let me give me a second. Let me get out.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. So yeah, man. Yeah. So we're gonna get off into it, man. We got a couple of things we're gonna touch on. I want to get your thoughts on this, BJ. Um, and this is something that I ran across. I thought was kind of interesting. I want to bring it up, see what everybody thought. So this is seven thing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh shit.
Mm,
You sure we ain't been over this, man?
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Okay.
we've talked about some lists before, but I don't think we've talked about this.
So let me ask the lovely uh and Bodine. Have we talked about things that women do when they generally love you? Or we talked about the guys. We talked about something, but not
We
this,
talked
right?
about guys last week.
Things
I think.
women do
Yeah.
when they generally love you. Things women do when they truly that when they truly love you. These are some of the things that women do. And y'all can agree or disagree or you know plead the fifth.
When they genuinely love you, like, so this is okay. I see. Okay, so this
Number
is
one
trying to
is
clear our vision here. All right.
number one is, and this is a big one, man. This is a big one right here. BJ, it says that she will sacrifice to ensure your happiness, man. So she would sacrifice. What they're saying is she'll sacrifice her happiness to ensure that you happy. That's a big deal right there.
That's such a big deal that I can't even.
Can you count how many people can you count that would sacrifice
No,
their happiness to ensure you're happy?
can't do it. I got no fingers to count.
So a goose egg, you tell me a goose egg, nothing?
Mm, mm, nothing. I mean, family wise, yeah, maybe,
No,
to an
this
extent.
ain't no family thing. This ain't your sisters.
Yeah.
This ain't your mom.
Uh-uh.
This
Mm-mm.
is your mate, man.
Nah. Because this isn't something small. Like, for when we talk sacrificing
Mhm.
your happiness to make someone else happy, this isn't like, oh, it's gonna make them happy to go to Whataburger even though I don't want to go to Whataburger. Like, this isn't the type of sacrifice we're talking about. We're talking about, like, okay, it would make me happy to move to Dubai. And she's like, well,
Right.
I never really thought about going to Dubai or moving so far away, but if it'll make you happy, like that's a sacrifice, right? Like that,
Right.
and I can't see.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. That's a sacrifice. Yeah. Like you saying, you get a job in Dubai that's, paying you 500,000 a year,
Mm,
and but it's in Dubai, and
mm,
your lady say, yeah, let's go. When she, all her family is
Right.
is in the States, but she's
Right.
saying, well, if that's what's gonna make you happy and fulfill, I'm with you. Let's ride.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But you saying you don't know nobody who would
Now,
punch that clock.
no, and now I think there's a large number of women that would maybe say, okay, well, how about you go? I don't think that's a sacrifice. If you, I don't
Now
consider.
she's okay. So you saying,
Yeah.
they'll say, "Nah, I'm not going, but you go ahead and go, and then we'll just commute."
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. No. No. That ain't a
that ain't gonna
sacrifice.
work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Oh, here we got. No, no. You can keep going. But Tiffany said, yeah, we ain't moving that far.
Yeah, yeah. So tip for 500,000, half a million a year, you not going for. I mean, not just for the money, not even just for the money, but this makes you do feel for very fulfilled. Like damn, I finally made it in what I'm doing, and you know, because I mean, we all know, BJ, when God blesses you with stuff, it ain't necessarily exactly the way you want it. He may just give you what you ask for, but it may be a little something, you know what I'm saying? A little altering to it, you know, right? So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Maybe a
when
little, a little different than what you might have seen, but it's what you wanted, is what you needed. Right.
wow. What up, JB? See, Tiff said he can go. So
Uh oh.
yeah, she'll send him BJ. But she said, nah, I ain't moving. The lovely said most women would do that to a certain extent. She
To
got
a
to put
certain
stipulations on
extent.
hers. You got
To a
she got
certain
she
extent.
got to put you in a box.
What is this
Uh
extent? What is this extent?
yeah. What is the extent? I I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a cop out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and that's all. That's all for most. That's why I can't count any on my fingers, because most is gonna be a cop out.
Right, right.
Excuses,
Um,
excuses.
KV said, "Yep, she moved across the state, uh, and
And
he
he
ain't
didn't.
making anywhere in that." Yeah,
Oh, okay. So yeah, she's saying that she moved across states for her dude, and he didn't make anywhere near 500,000. So
oh, okay,
that's genuine love for her.
that's
All right,
genuine.
all right. I mean, not saying that Tiffany, you don't got genuine love, but 1 out of 7, Kavana hit the first one.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Sam, what's up, man? The lovely say, she'll go anywhere he goes as long as he's in the best interest of us in the family.
Okay, the lovely
That's
checked that
genuine.
box too.
Yeah, that's genuine. That's genuine right there. So far, Tiff don't want to say she'll send her dude on.
You
You can
still
go.
got 6 more chances to see if you genuinely love him.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, this one right here, BJ. She cares about his loved ones, right? She cares about
Oh,
his loved ones, man.
yeah, that
So
is
this means if she, bump heads with his mama, and he knows, she know that upsets him or that makes him uneasy. You can't get along with my mama. I guess what this is saying is, you will go the extra mile if you truly love him to try to get things right with his mom. You know what I mean? I'm just using mom. You go
right,
the extra mile to try to, smooth things out, because you know how uncomfortable it makes him when you bump
right.
heads with his mom, with his sister, with his brother,
Mm-hmm,
with whatever.
mm-hmm.
If you genuinely love him, you'll be wanting to get along with his loved ones.
To look past that, yeah, it's not that you can't bump heads with them, because he's gonna bump heads with his own family. But the difference is, it's his family. He's not gonna break the link. And if you're over there trying to break links with family, saying like, "Oh, you know what? This is why we shouldn't mess with them anymore. This is why we shouldn't go around
Right.
your moms or something like, whoa, skirt. That's
Right.
not genuine love, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. If you BJ's right, if you over there and you trying to take him away, saying, you know, every time he say, I'm finna go over to my brother house. Nah, I need you to do this, I need you to do that.
No,
If fellas, you need to pay attention. She trying to keep you away from your brother. You know what I mean?
mm,
And that ain't cool. You know,
that's not cool at all.
brothers, homeboy, sister, mama always got something to say. Yeah, they don't genuinely love you, man. They
Hmm.
really they trying to stare you away from your loved ones, man. That's some that's some Tyler Perry stuff right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Could potentially be a gold digger trying to take you away from your support to suck you dry. Who
Mm,
knows? You know that if you talking Tyler Perry, let's make it deep. No, I'm
right.
just.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he gonna
so
put it on there.
yeah, yeah, he'll Tyler Perry
Right.
add on layers of drama, make a drama sandwich.
Yeah. Um. So KB says she'll tolerate family initially, but I'm not gonna kiss their butts. Only people who get a little wait a minute, man. Only people who get a little extra patience are the kids, depending on the age. Mm. Okay, so KB said that's not really gonna be her thing, BJ, is to she worried to kiss their butts, I guess to take
Hmm.
some of the heat off of her. But she's pretty much saying, nah, if I don't get along with the family,
That makes sense.
you know, screw them up against a wall.
I don't think that's what she's saying.
Oh, that ain't what she's saying.
No, she said I'm not I'll tolerate them, but I'm not gonna kiss their butts. So it sounds like in the beginning, like she'll let some things slide, but eventually like she'll be like, look, in order to make this work, she's gonna start speaking up. That's what it sounds like. That
Mm,
doesn't sound like she's just gonna be like, oh yeah, whatever, forget about them.
yeah,
That I mean that's how I
you going on
translate.
over there for Thanksgiving, Brandon? I ain't going over there.
No, that's not what I hear. No, I don't
Oh,
hear
okay,
that.
okay, all right. Maybe
Or
I'm
that's not
getting
what
it
I
wrong.
read. But
Maybe
you
I'm
know your
getting it
sister,
wrong.
so so
Nah, man, I don't know.
so you know,
The lovely saying, "What if the
let's
family is
see.
toxic to her?" Yeah, that's then he has to step in and deal with that. You
Right,
can't let nobody
right.
disrespect your lady. So, and hopefully he
Yeah.
would.
And then that's
Uh,
on the list of, men genuinely loving. But we talked about that last week.
right. Yeah. So uh okay, yeah, we'll get to that. We'll try to get to that, Sam. Sam got
Oh,
something,
okay,
man. He trying to throw out there.
I see, I see.
Okay, let's move on. Um they say if they genuinely love you, they'll be wanting to meet your friends and family sooner than later.
Hmm.
Yeah, they'll be wanting to be seen by your friends and family
That's the third
sooner
one.
than later. No, that's the first one. I skip back.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's I don't know. Maybe not. Just depends. If they be want to try to meet your friends and family, you typically that'd be like
Um,
on down the list. I would think.
I mean, yeah, we are talking about if she genuinely loves you, so that means she'd be like, yeah, she has like this eagerness,
Right.
to get to know more about you, right,
You're right.
and your family and all that. So
Yeah,
that
and I
makes
guess
sense.
that would. I mean, nothing like meeting the family. They gonna set up tell stories about what little June bug used to do back in the day.
Right, right, and
Stuff like that.
she wants all that.
She want all that. She want all that. Number four is she accepts the rhythm of your life. This is what they said. Accepts the rhythm of your life. And the way I interpret that is, and you probably can draw your own interpret. Everybody can their own
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
how this person moves, his personality, how he carry himself. You know what I mean? You accept it. You won't come in trying to change it.
Right.
Like I don't like the fact that you uh eat so much pork. You need to stop eating that pork. Stuff like that. You just kind of
Right.
accept whatever he got popping, and that's
Right.
what it is.
Yeah. And I kind of see that as like, so you said the rhythm of your life, huh?
That's what it says.
Yeah. I
Accepts the
see that.
rhythm of your life.
I see that as like lifestyle. Like let's say you in your career, you're out all the time, you're driving a lot. You see, me in my career, I'm in all the time, but I'm on, in front of a computer monitor a lot, right?
Right.
So, you know, to to accept those, because she's obviously going to come from a completely different background, most likely than either of us.
Mm-hmm.
No, not a lot of driving, not a lot of of computer, sitting down 8 hours a day type stuff in front of a monitor, like, so yeah, to be able to mesh with that, to
Mm-hmm.
accept that, yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the rhythm of life. Yeah, I feel that.
I feel that too. KV said now any chick wants to meet friends and family to think she's important. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Uh-oh, you gotta watch out for those, and then you'll think, because yeah, that's a red herring. I think isn't that, did I use that right, red herring?
Yeah, I've heard of that. I don't know where you're going.
I don't know, I think I used it right, but basically it's like she's like throwing you for a loop, like
Mm.
she making you think, oh, I love you, I want to get to know your friends and family, but really it's just like, she
Oh,
just,
I see what you're saying.
yeah,
I don't know.
just
I think if they want to go as far as meeting your friends and your family, they trying to hang in there unless they just one of them people that like a lot of attention, which those are out there too, you know.
well, I guess what I mean is not that she is faking that she cares, but that she is mistakenly looking like the one who genuinely loves you,
Mm.
doing those things. Like, it's like, oh, she does some of the things, but you know what I mean? Like, the suit looks good, but it don't fit.
Okay. Uh, okay. KV say, true, you can't get with someone, them try and change the lifestyle completely. They need to complement it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, if you ain't really into somebody and once you get to them or get with them, you decide, I don't like him. He do this and this and this. Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's wrong somebody. Um, so number 5 is she's very proud of your accomplishments. And she will that boy you and really actually be, your biggest fan. Every time you accomplish something, she'll be the first one smiling and cheerleading and cartwheeling. And if that's not the case, and other people are beating her to the punch, and she know about it, then yeah, that's not.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, that
that's not.
hurts.
Yeah,
Huh.
because I mean, truly, you would want them to be your biggest fan, right?
Right, right, right. Everybody wants recognition, but especially from,
From that guy to gal, you really
yeah,
want that. If you don't get it
yeah,
from them, you damn near all the other stuff don't matter. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Imagine if you're Superman and Lois is just like, yeah, I mean, he flies or whatever, I
Yeah,
guess.
you just saving people out of that burning building, but I mean, damn, what you want to eat tonight?
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Just
So
totally blew past that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, genuinely love. That's genuine love. Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
genuine. Yeah. Uh Number 6, okay, KB say, if you ain't happy for me, then you don't be with me. Period. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
ooh,
how it is.
oh, oh.
Uh-huh. Number 6 is she'll fight for you as a couple. Meaning that if you're going through turbulence, ups and downs, I mean, she ain't just gonna throw in the towel so quick. She will try to work it out, try to do better,
Hmm,
try to see if you can do better.
hmm.
Maybe counseling, the preacher. Some people like to talk to their pastor, but she
Yeah.
will she will put up a fight. She won't just she'll be more um she'll be more Hillary Clinton than you
I'm
know
losing you. I'm losing you.
you
I'm
know
losing you.
Hillary. What you mean? Am I freezing?
No, no, no. I just Hillary Clinton. You gotta.
I mean, Hillary Clinton, I mean, her husband got, his little thing
Mm,
did
mm,
in front of the
mm.
world, man.
Oh.
I mean, in front of the world, bro. And then
Oh yeah. If
she
she didn't
announced
fight,
him as her.
oh man.
She announced him that night as her. Hey, this is my husband. This is my da 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 da. The president of the
Oh
United
man.
States.
Oh man. Yeah, she fought. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
Cause he had her. He had. Oh.
yeah,
He had her looking crazy. I mean, they
right.
still talk about that today. Oh,
To the
nasty
day.
Bill in
Yeah,
the Oval Office.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure when they went to the house and closed the door, she let him have it.
Right, right. But
But
that's genuine love. That's
but
genuine
out
love.
in front of everybody,
No, she didn't once. Not
nah,
once.
not once,
Not
dude.
once. And does anyone even give her credit for that?
I
I
do,
haven't heard it. You're the first person I've heard just, give her credit.
I do. I give her credit, man, because she stood in there like, yeah, you done that, but I mean, we finna be. I mean, I'm the first lady forever. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? If I let this
right.
fool go, I ain't getting none of that. You know. So,
I hope not for that reason, but yeah.
yeah,
Um, wow. I mean, there's still like how she could have not said anything in public, but you can obviously tell like they're not in pictures anymore with each
yeah,
other and stuff like that. But nah, they're still, it looks like they're still together.
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. The letter said being their biggest fan is very important. She agrees with that. Bodine says it's always good to have someone that's close to you to be there for you and always support you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
guess with
Bodine
we
getting
talk
soft
about
on
fighting for you. See what I'm
us.
saying? Tiff said depend on what it is. She ain't with the Hillary Clinton, man. You know what I'm saying? Hillary
I
Clinton road with Bill, man, after that. You
I'm
know what I'm
glad we're
saying?
at the end of the list because she almost she was getting too she almost got what I'm trying to say. Why am I losing my words?
I don't
She
know.
almost lost disagreed with half of the genuine statements. She almost
Yeah,
disagreed with
she
half of them
has, man. She doesn't disagree with quite a few, man. She said, and then she said, BJ, ain't no way.
in four hells. Ain't no
Ain't no
way
way.
in four hells.
So I'm guess she's saying if that would have, if she wouldn't have took the Hillary Clinton way out, man.
Well,
Damn.
I guess that's not genuine love for that one.
I
That
guess
box ain't
not.
checked.
Depending on what these people talking about. Uh, so KV said she'll be more Hillary Clinton than Paula Patton. She
Hmm.
dumped Robin Thicke after one affair. Yeah.
Oh,
See, Paula
hmm.
Patton was out of there, man. That's what I'm saying. She was out of there.
Yeah,
Uh, Robin Thicke was begging her and everything. She was like, "Nope,
yeah,
that's
dang.
it."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that, Hillary Clinton like that. That's far. I would say Dang, genuine love could even be taken. I don't even think she would have to go that far to genuinely love you. Like, I think it's enough just to stick around during arguments and not like, you know, shut down and like not, work things out and stuff.
Right. Right.
And I'm not talking Amber Heard and you know, what the heck is that man's name? Wow, how did I remember Amber Heard's name and not my man?
Who?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, I don't know.
How did I forget my man's name?
I don't know who that is, man.
I seriously can't think of his name right now. Yo, they have brainwashed me. Amber
Yeah.
Heard, they just had the court case. Johnny Depp. Thank you,
Johnny
Tiffany.
Depp. Yeah, Johnny
Thank you,
Depp.
Tiffany.
Too.
Yeah,
Uh,
so yeah, see everybody, look at everybody, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, don't stick around for those fights. But
Yeah.
I'm just talking like, verbalize just arguments where it's like, okay, we really gotta like figure this out. And sometimes it could get a little heated, but never like physical. But if she can stick around and actually work through that, that's
Mm-hmm.
what I consider like fighting as a couple. Like fighting,
Mm-hmm.
not fighting as a couple, fighting for you as a
See,
couple.
like Rob say, what the lovely said depends on the boundaries of the relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Rob said, what about for better or worse, man? What about for better or worse? You know what I mean? All y'all that's talking about, nah, hey, I'm done. Da, da, da. Rob want to know what about for better or worse? I
Hey,
mean,
Robert remembers his vows. Okay, that man remembers the vows that he said on that wedding altar.
yeah,
Okay,
man, yeah.
all
What
of y'all
about
that are
it?
saying "ain't no way in four hells" and blah blah blah, you can go on with that. You forgot
Yeah,
your
man.
vows.
All in the nopes in capital letters, NOPE, you know.
You
Uh
forgot your
what
vows.
about for better or worse, man? I'm with you, Rob. I'm with you, man.
For better or worse, as soon as that ring hits your finger, it's for better or worse. If I turn into a Jeffrey Dahmer, it's for better or worse. You got to be a Bonnie and Clyde with me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got to when I'm putting the body in the trunk, you got to get the feet, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. When
It's
we
for
go out
better
to
or
the
worse.
field digging a hole, you got to have your shovel. I got my shovel. Let's get it.
That's. I mean, and then because you definitely can't leave.
No. Yeah, if you can't leave, you can't. Yeah. I mean, I
You
might well dig two holes. You know what I mean?
can't. So if you don't want me to dig too, it's for better or worse.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you stupid.
Oh
Uh,
man,
yeah.
what's the
Vicky
seventh
said,
one? Dang.
Vicky said the Hillary Clinton thing may be a bit much, BJ.
Oh,
Okay. So Tiff said that's the end. That's a worse than worse, cause if you vow to keep that wrong, that oh Wayne. That's
that
what that
wang.
was. And then she said, oh, I get mine to bury folks, but not bury that wrong in another woman.
That
Mm,
wang.
that Wayne. That Wayne. So number 7 is, of course, she listens to you with attention. So basically, all that's saying is, if he is telling you something, you can't be all walking off and
Mm-hmm.
on your phone, and he trying to pour his heart out on something that's really got him. He feel passionate about it. You either walking in the other room on your phone, or you,
Mm-hmm.
um, What'd you say?
No.
Yeah, yeah. All that right
No.
there, man.
Uh-uh.
You know what I'm saying? That's grimy right there, man. That's
Yeah, it
grimy.
is.
You got to pay attention. If the cat is into a passionate description
Mm-hmm.
of something that he's trying to share with you, you cannot be half-ass listening. You know what that's called? Taking you for granted.
Yeah.
That's called taking you for granted, man. When you do enough of that, and you just like, what you say? Oh, I was listening. and then you can't repeat
Exactly
nothing
what
he
that
said.
is. Exactly what that is.
That's exactly what that is, man.
Yeah, like if I mean, what's the case? You know how they say, okay, actually, no, I gotta tell you this. So I just went to church this past Sunday.
Awesome.
Yeah, my brother had another physical church service. Typically it's virtual.
Mm-hmm.
But he's growing, and so fourth Sunday, every fourth
Mm-hmm.
Sunday in Houston, y'all, every fourth Sunday, he has like a physical church service. So I went, and he had this other pastor there that did some singing, did a little bit of talking and praying, and afterwards we were all just fellowshipping. You know what they call it, fellowshipping. We were just talking and stuff, and he was eventually it was just kind of like us guys for a bit, and his wife was there, but not in
Mm-hmm.
in the room at the moment.
Right.
And so um, this guy, very very funny guy, was like, "All right, so if I could give you any advice, it would be to listen to your wife, and not and I get it, because I do it. Like, you don't hear everything, but you got
Mm-hmm.
to listen just enough to be able to say uh-huh or uh-uh,
Damn.
and and to be able to give some type of constructive criticism if needed. But really, you're not supposed to say anything. Just listen,
Mm-hmm.
just let
Just
her
listen.
speak, and just listen.
Right. Yeah, that's the ticket, man. So
You
many of
know.
y'all turkeys can't just listen, man. You know what I mean? I'm a great listener, man. I can just listen and not comment, unless it's needed. You know what I mean?
So then, that ties me into like this seventh thing that you just said.
You're right.
She's listening to you with intention, and I wonder if women do the same thing, honest.
They do, man. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah, I got sisters, man. They do. So Ray, what's up, Raymond, man? This is my classmate, man. Good to see you up there, brother. This guy was a hell of a ball player too, man. So he says, he like that old lady. No, the hell, I'm not guilty with you. We're not going to jail. You going to jail. Then you got to go. She got to go. If you burying a body, she got to go, right, BJ?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
KV says she putting on her sweats and old tennis, putting her hair in a ponytail and getting a glove. We getting this thing done with mine. Okay.
Genuine love. Hey, I think she's gotten a 7 out of 7.
She damn near almost. She almost got a perfect score. Tia flunk, man. I think Tia
Yeah,
flunk, didn't she?
yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I
okay.
think so.
KZ
Yeah.
said, KV say, what if your partner talks too much? You have to always listen with intention and get ish and got ish to do. Yeah, you'll get that. You'll get some of them. You got some talkers out there, but I mean, you knew you had to talk when you signed the deal. So it
Hmm.
ain't like they just start talking, right?
Hmm.
So I mean, you was
Yeah.
doing that when you were trying to woo that person, and
It's
you were
not like
trying
they
to,
all of a sudden became a talkers.
yeah, you was trying to rap. You was all sitting on the air. You see, huh?
Uh
What? Are you for real,
huh.
man? You crazy? Laughing at lame ass shit, you know.
And then you married.
Now,
So,
now you done been married 5 years. Now you like, damn, you going in the room, closing the door, locking it and shit. What you doing? Oh,
and
I
he
was
was
reading.
following behind you, and you done locked it in front of. you,
Oh
you knew he
Lord.
was behind you.
Oh, oh man. Raymond said, he should never know about your body burial. You right about that, partner. You can't tell nobody.
Hey, for
That wife,
better or
that
for
wife
worse,
gotta be like, all I know about him taking the kids to soccer practice. I don't know about what he's doing in the damn basement. He
that's
got
not
10 bodies
genuine
in the
love.
basement. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
That's not
So,
genuine love.
BJ,
Yeah.
let's go back to what Sammy asked, man, and see if we can get some out of this. What my boy asked about what he said?
Sammy said, I have an interesting subject. Let's discuss male or female being called toxic. in their relationship.
Okay, now that's a little vague,
No, that's
but
not vague. I could go off of toxic.
can you?
Oh yeah.
So, okay, let me ask: have you ever been called toxic?
Oh no,
But
no. I just
toxic, poisonous,
no.
anything in the toxic family.
I
Uh,
ain't never been called it. Nope.
you ain't never been called nothing. What? Come on, man.
Ain't never been
Emotional.
called. That's not toxic. And I've never been called emotional either.
Well, if you've
But
been called emotional, it's gonna fall in the toxic family.
oh well, yeah. I've never been called emotional.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Sam, maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that,
No,
man.
but I mean, yeah. Maybe all of y'all can elaborate on some toxicity you've seen in relationships. But I'll say right now, I've witnessed a lot of toxic shit, and it's so funny. It's the
But yeah, that's
funniest stuff.
okay. Let's talk about that. When somebody that you know has
Hmm.
been called
Yeah,
toxic.
yeah. I call them toxic. I tell
You
them.
okay, well
Yeah,
let's rock with it
I'm
then.
like, bro, y'all are toxic.
So what made these people, this person you talk about toxic? What was some of the things they was doing to
Mm,
display, being toxic?
let's say this. Let's say this. Okay, let's say you're on and off, right? And
Now, what you talking about? Your mood, your
no, no, no,
personality,
no, no, no. This
the relationship.
this girl and boy, they're
Okay,
they're on and off with their relationship.
okay.
And so every time they're off, he's messing around with women, and she's like, "Why are you messing around with these women?" And he's like, "Well, you ain't around." And then she comes back around, and they always argue, and then they separate again. But then there's these times where she's just so fed up with him, right? But then his
Mhm.
birthday rolls around, and she pulls up to the front door with cake and balloons and all that. They ain't even together. They've been up and down and this and that, and he been dogging her, but she's just ready to just give it all on his birthday night, and then
Right.
and then and then leaves after that night,
Yeah.
and then they're back to it. Like
Yeah.
that's toxic.
Now
That's
that's
you know
now
what I
what
mean?
you explaining is a toxic relationship.
Right, right,
We
right.
we talking about a toxic person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought it was
So
relationship.
no,
Well,
no, no.
I guess being called
Let's say
so. Okay.
let's say you you go through five relationships in 6 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And I mean you just one after
That's
another
not a
after
lot.
another after another, right?
Serious
Um
relationships?
I mean you working on it. You're trying to get it there, right? But for
Oh,
whatever reason, they never work out.
mm,
And
yeah.
you know some of these people that you're with, I mean, you have a lot of back and forth, a lot of tit for tat. You kind of arguing, can't get along, can't get anything figured out. Um, and somebody decides to say, you're toxic because you can't get along, so
Mm-hmm.
to speak,
Yeah.
with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so I think that's kind of where he's going with that. If to see, what we
I
thought
mean,
about, what everybody thought about.
yeah, there's like it's on both sides, like you said, male or female, but I think for the most part what I've seen is you'll have that person that is always combative. Um,
Can you
you
do me
know,
a favor, real quick? While you talking, continue with the
yeah.
talking. Can you do me a favor? Just look up the definition of toxic, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Maybe that'll
Um,
help us kind of see, what we're dealing with. While you're doing that, I'll read a couple. Tiff say, I know, right? But his years behind mine. I'm no spring chick, so this he ain't sitting on. He ain't sitting on. Uh, yeah, Tim, you fail. I mean, Tim been there so long, it don't matter. Uh, The level say toxic is when a person brings out the worst in you more than they can bring out the best in you. I don't know if that's her definition or yours, or you know what you're looking up.
Hmm. Well, let's see. Compared to what she said, toxic. Adjective used to describe usually a very negative person that
Mm.
spreads unnecessary hate or just talks bad about other people.
BJ, now that's bad, man.
Hmm.
Uh, 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 a negative person that spreads hate.
Hmm.
A negative person that spreads hate. That's so. With that definition, man, that's a strong word, man.
But I mean, in a relationship, you don't necessarily have to be that type of person to be uh, toxic in a relationship. Like sometimes you just have to be that way around that person. Like you ever had those friends or something where you're like your relationship was real cool, but you see them with their girlfriend or their maybe a family member or something, and they just cannot for the life of them like 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 not treat the person with the same respect they treat you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Uh, so Sammy says,
It's kind of funny to me
Sammy
from the
says,
outside looking
if
in.
a person calls you toxic, but you ask them to explain, they can't give you a legitimate reason, but they won't leave you alone. Okay, you got a point. Now, if you call somebody toxic, but you can't leave them alone, what that make you, right?
I mean, but
They
that's why it's toxic because you keep coming back to it.
they
It
continue to
wouldn't be
deal with
toxic
you.
if you left.
Okay. Even if a person really thinks that someone is toxic, leave, move on. Why would you stick around? I agree. That's just what BJ said, that they keep coming back. Uh, KB said, I don't agree. Toxic and emotional are in the same family. You can be a good person and just overly emotional about everything. Toxic person that negativity in the relationship.
Hmm. I got um I got something for you from my friend Urban Dictionary. You know Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, that's the Black Folk Dictionary.
That's what it started off as. But toxic relationship, a relationship between two or more people who are constantly fighting or on thin ice with each other, but
Mm,
trying to maintain the relationship.
yeah, man. You
Yeah,
got
and
to
that's
be
kind
that.
of what I meant.
Yeah, that's what you said.
They stay, you know, and that's why it's toxic. Because if they just broke up, then I mean, it's not toxic. That was just a bad date or whatever. But like
Hmm.
when you keep coming back and you keep coming back and you keep coming back, oh, he cheated on you. You come back. Oh, you cheating on him. You come back. Oh, he hit you. You come back. Oh, you punched out his no, you kicked out his windshield. He comes back. Like,
Right.
what the heck is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Y'all love each other, but you don't at the same time. Because
Yeah.
that's not genuine love. We just read off what genuine love was.
Hmm.
And nothing in there said cheat or kick out each other's windshield.
Oh shoot. Yeah, man. What Stampede say?
Toxic. Play that Britney Spears song. You know, you know what I'm talking
No.
about.
What's
You know,
Stampede, man? What Stampede say?
Stampede. You know where Stampede's.
Right
Oh,
to
Stampede said, I had a roommate who intimidated the heck out of every girlfriend he ever had. He was an alpha who didn't tolerate a bunch of mess. I asked them why they stayed in the relationship. It was awesome sex.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? That's crazy because that's the same excuse my the person I'm talking about had.
the sex
Why?
was good.
Yeah, because he just kept going back to, but I can't get her ass out of my mind. I'm like, what? That's what you care about right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, you are literally losing things. You know when you
money.
like put too
Yeah,
much into a relationship, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and you start losing stuff. I'm like, man, you are losing stuff, man. Like,
Mm.
yeah.
Vicky say, Sammy, that doesn't sound like toxic. Toxic. It sounds like addiction. The person's like you, the person like you, but it's something about you that they don't like, but hoping that you change. Hmm. Now, Sammy just asked a question. I don't necessarily know he's talking about himself now.
Um.
And the lovely said that makes you a narcissist.
mm, mm.
KV said she agreed with Vicky. To be a toxic person is an addiction. Addition to
No,
be
I think she's saying addiction. I think she
addiction
just.
to be that way. Okay. And Bodine said, "What about a person being extra, always exaggerating everything?" I don't know.
How
I
a
think
person.
that's just a clown, ain't it?
Man. Ah, yeah. I don't
And
know.
Sammy said, "Biggie, this ain't about me, but thanks for the input."
We
Yeah,
really had something with the seven, reasons why a woman genuinely loves you. It seems like, none of us really got too much toxicity going on because, you know,
yeah,
we're all just bumping our heads on this conversation. Because, toxicity, I think it's better witnessed than lived, you know.
right, right,
So, I don't know. None of
yeah,
us sound like we're really talking from, a current
yeah.
standing.
We
We're
do
all,
we
we're,
doing a lot of guessing.
yeah, yeah.
We're doing a lot of guessing.
Does anyone here have experience of being in a toxic relationship? And by toxic, I mean y'all just did not leave each other alone, but it was bad for
And it
both
was
of you.
back and forth. What you say, BJ? A year, 6 months?
Yeah, yeah. Let's say it. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
at least a year. Yeah,
yeah. Uh,
at least. The lovely said that's not love. You both are addicted to the pain and disappointment and hurt, but not love. That's toxic right there. She hit it
right.
out the park. That's toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Addicted to the pain and disappointment and hurt, but not.
Ooh-wee.
You call it love, but it ain't love.
Addicted to the
And it
pain.
hurts. It hurts like love. I've seen
Mhm.
it. I've seen them in pain. I'm like, dang, like it's taking you longer to get over this than like a relationship where like people were like really loving on each other. Y'all
Right.
y'all been just might as well have just started fist fighting. But y'all are taking forever to get over each other.
Right.
And it sounds like an addiction.
Yeah, that's what they said. Addiction. I didn't know. I wouldn't even think about that word. What Vicky say?
um, let's see. Sometimes we have to look in the mirror and work on self before getting into a relationship. I didn't mean it
Mm.
was about Sammy. I was just addressing his question. Dang.
Mm.
Break it up, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you do have to focus on yourself. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I agree with that, man. You can't be in nothing productive until you get yourself together. That's
Yeah.
real talk.
100%. One hundred
And I
percent.
think
That's the yeah.
that's what happens when relationships be toxic. You already bring an already flawed person in, and
Yeah.
yeah, they just mess up the energy of somebody who's kind of smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's our best guess right there. Because a really great relationship is when two strong individuals come together. So toxic has to be the opposite of that, you
Got
know.
to be. Yeah,
So, bam,
it's got to
bam, we
be.
just defined it. Toxic relationship. It was a struggle, but that's what being toxic is. It's a struggle. So,
It's a struggle. You right, bro. You right. So listen, we're gonna wrap this thing up. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Um, had some newcomers come in, make some statements. That's great, man. We love when y'all make
oh yeah,
comments. We think that's awesome. We
y'all are
really
on
do.
fire tonight.
I just, myself, BJ, we just love it, man. When y'all make statements. We're gonna work on getting Bodine in here uh to jump in some of these shows. Pete, we be hollering at you, man. See if you want to get in on some of these shows, brother.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Uh,
I mean, we
and
also got to check out, KV, Vicky, Tiffany. You know,
mhm,
I don't think we've ever had the lovely on,
right,
or
yeah.
have we? Or have we? Mysterious.
Now, Pete said, do you think certain groups present toxicity?
Try again.
man,
This is fun.
man, kiss my more than others. Y'all know what the hell I'm saying. Why would they have issues? Is it because these
You
examples?
skipped it.
Is it because these examples was present when people growing up? Probably so, man. What you think, BJ?
I think so. Yeah, I think when you watched your mom tell you um, not shit your dad was, yeah, that was
Yeah,
toxic.
yeah. All of them
Yeah,
probably did. At some point,
or
everybody's mom will say your daddy ain't shit.
yeah, or if you had the whole grandma and drunk grandpa situation, then I've heard some people have had that. So all yeah, witnessing all types of toxic ish growing up. I bet uncles, aunts, just cousins. Yeah, I'm sure we've all. And that's what I was saying. Like, I think this
Mhm.
whole toxic thing is better witnessed than lived. I think we've definitely all seen it for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Sam said, Sam won't thank everybody for the input. Vicky say, most of us here have went back to someone that wasn't right for us, truth be told. So we all have dealt with some toxic. Just just how long you stay is the issue. Yeah, that's true. Just get out of that crap.
Mm-hmm.
The love says she had an experience with a toxic person. Bodine, of course, said hit the like, share button, everybody. KB says she
Hey.
do. Xavier say, oh hell, she trying to give brother English lesson. Lovely say,
Drunk.
it doesn't hurt like love, BJ. It hurts like the disappointment that you experienced in your past from family, mother, or father.
Dang, she's a psychologist on this one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
She went from conspiracy to psychology. Man,
yeah. Oh man. All right, man. We're gonna get up out of here.
I think we're
And
just feeling the love. I don't know if you agree, Vince. Maybe you do. I'm kind of in awe at everybody's activity tonight.
yeah, I mean, I love it, man, when they bring it like that. Uh I love it. Let's see my KB back. Yeah, tap in. I know you've been doing a lot of traveling, but you can tap in wherever you get. You and Jerry. Uh,
I've been working on
y'all
the
keep
rig.
bringing it like Bodine said. Hit the like button, share,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. Come check out the show, man. The more traffic we have, the better the discussions is going to be. I like how Sammy brought that in, and everybody kind of jumped on it. And we even had some people talking directly to Sammy. That's what we want. We want you guys interacting with one another and you know
Hmm.
agreeing, agree, you know, uh, whatever. So I think that's awesome, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. and let's
And
keep better, getting stronger.
real quick, should we ask them to help us out with the cover that we were talking about, the art? Should we ask them for what they
I
think?
mean, you can put it out there because I have no idea.
Hmm.
So I'm on. This is kind of
So
you thing. I really forgot, but I'm like that girl not really
yeah,
listening. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
And you weren't listening when I was describing the whole bodies being buried, so you missed
Yeah, I
the
missed it, man. I
crucial
missed
part.
it. I missed it.
So all right, y'all. So it's no secret that we don't really talk about football as much, but we got like a football branding. We got this. Um, I'm sure y'all have seen this guy. Hold on one second. I'm sure you guys have seen this. So we we got things like this cover, and we got like a theme song talking about football. We got like a football name, and so we want to be a little more accurate to what we're talking about, and it's no secret. We started off the show um, years ago with a different vision in mind, but the audience, you have shaped it to be something else. To which we went with the flow, and I mean we like it, and we're vibing. So we just kind of want to ask y'all, hey, what are your ideas? What do you think? Do you have ideas for like cover art? Do you have ideas for a name? Do you have ideas for branding, colors, imagery? I mean, what like just let's start off with art. Let's say right now we're still front seven rush. I think that's strong. I don't think we I don't well the show is front seven show, but I think that's strong. It's literally defensive strong. You know how they say army strong, Vince?
Mm.
It's literally the defense strong. But with that name, but with the topics that we talk about, what do y'all think the art could be? Just kind of throw us out something in the comments or whatever. Give us your ideas, and yeah, that was pretty much it. I kind of want to keep it quick, brief.
Yeah, it's just to add, um, to be, and this is my opinion, to be, a success in any business or venture that you're trying to do, you have to be stubborn on the vision. You have to maintain the stubbornness on the vision, which we're very stubborn on our vision, what the direction we're going, and what we want the outcome to be. However, we're flexible on the details. So you have to, in any business that you do, you have to be very stubborn on the business part. I mean, on the vision part. That vision that I seen years ago, in my imagination, I'm very stubborn on it. I mean, Front Seven Rush is gonna be a household brand. You rest assured, you bet your sweet ass on that one. However, the details to get to that point, you know, we we're wide open like a prairie for suggestions for different things like that. So if you can understand what I just said, very stubborn on the vision, and that's why yeah, we started out football, football, football. I'm gonna stick some football in there. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna. But we kind of transitioned into what the hot topics was, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by flexible on the details. But the overall, vision and where we're going and where we're gonna end up, is gonna definitely stay the same. So with that being said, yeah, like BJ said, if you got some type of artwork to add to what we already have, you can throw it out there, give us some suggestions, and we'll
Yes.
check it out, see what's happening.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
like what Stampede said about all defense all the time, how it still works for like male female relations. He says some folks be fronting.
Yeah,
That's
it
funny.
does. I agree. All defense all the time. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So you have to really open your mind and think broad to come up with some great ideas. It's most of the time it's done when you're in your quiet space. So we're just asking to maybe think about us a little bit throughout your day. We know everybody's busy, but we run through your mind a little bit. Jot something down, shoot it to us. There's no such thing as a bad idea.
Yo,
No such thing.
I kind of like what Stampede just put. I'm trying to picture that looks. That might
Yeah,
that might be some. That might be
yeah,
some.
yeah. Stampede a sharp guy, man.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Okay, we out with that. We out.
Yeah. Hey, stay blessed, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see y'all. Oh
Maybe
wait,
it'll
I'm
be
sorry.
back
It's
Wednesday,
Monday.
man.
I'm sorry. It's Monday. It just felt like the end of the week show. It went that good. This is the beginning of the week. Yo.
All
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
right.